Hi everybody and welcome to the Open eCry midweek market commentary for the 17th of April. My name's Simon Clark from Trade with Precision and I'll be discussing the markets that are hot or of key interest right now. Now the first market I'm going to take a look at here is the US 10-year Treasury notes, and the main reason for this is that it's one of the most beautiful long-term running trends that we've had on any markets. And if I just expand this monthly chart up, you can see going right back to sort of 2007 here, this monthly chart has just been trending absolutely beautifully. Price has just been in a nice constructive uptrend, nice fanning moving averages, all fanning in the right order. And each time price comes back into the buy zone in between the 10 and the 20 period moving average, it's finding resistance, it's turning round, and the upward momentum is continuing. So if we just come down now to the weekly chart, we can start to take a look at a bit more of the recent price action. Let me zoom this up a bit. Now you can see most recently that whilst price has been moving upwards in that upward direction, for the past sort of few weeks we've been sort of in a sideways consolidation, and we've had this level up here which has just been around the top, around this sort of 133,000 level. Maybe the level is just fractionally underneath that, but I've marked that in there as that big round number that price has found resistance in actually sort of breaking through. Now most recently it has broken through. We've just broken through it here, and in doing so, if we just look at the structure of this trend here on the weekly, so we've now made a new low, we've now made a higher low, and now we've broken out and we've just made a higher high. In doing that, our MACD and our RSI are also confirming, so they're actually now starting in a confirmed uptrend or agreeing with this uptrend, and we just sort of got some nice small candles now, moving averages starting to fan round as well. So it's looking rather nice for a new leg of this uptrend to continue higher. If we take a look here at the daily chart, we can see this uptrend in a bit more detail. This most recent uptrend that we've got here on the weekly, we can see that on the daily that we've now got all the moving averages all fanning round into the correct order with lovely geometry between them. Even the 200 is just switching over into the correct order here as well, and at the same time we've got some nice convergence on the indicators. So what I'm doing is I'm just looking on this market, looking down at the lower time frames, just to look for trend flow trading opportunities, preferably above this 133,000 level here. So I'm looking for price to just move on up a little bit higher, looking for a bit of a pullback into the buy zone, and looking for trading opportunities. In the sorts of time frames are going to be probably on the 60 minute, 240 minute, or the sort of 480 that we have here, and you can just see how this price structure has respected the sort of moving averages. We've had some nice sort of trend flow opportunities in the past, but most recently at the moment we can see that we're just at that level there, that one sort of 33,000 level just across here. Price is just sort of pulling back in. We've got moving averages all fanning in the right order, and I'm just looking for those trend flow opportunities on this market to trade this for the next leg higher. Okay, the next market I'm going to take a look at here is currency. This is US dollar against the Swiss franc, and if we take a look here at the monthly chart first of all, we can see that the monthly chart has been trading around this this parity level, this 1000 level. We've eventually broken it here. Price has had a big move down. It's then formed a new high and now a higher high, coming up, retesting this parity level, failed, and then started to roll over, and it's made a low, and now it's rolled back up, made a high here, and now it looks like it's actually rolling over to make a new low. So it's looking a little bit sort of bearish there on the monthly chart, but it becomes a little bit more clearer here when we start to look on the lower time frames. And if we take a look here at the weekly chart, if I zoom this up and get a bit more detail in this, you can start to see this current price action a bit more clearly. So this is where it last tested the parity level up here. Once it's come down, we've made a series of lows, we've come up here, we've made lower highs, and we're rolling back over again. But the things that are really interesting me here is the fact that we've got a couple of levels of support and resistance which are quite apparent on these lower time frames, on the weekly and the daily. So I've got 9300 level marked in here, and I've also got the 9000 level marked in here as well. And most recently, as price has rolled over, we've now completely broken this 9300 level that price has tested numerous times before. So now we're now underneath that, so that's going to form a bit of protection for, or a bit of resistance for price to break through that, going higher. Also at the same time, we've got indicators rolling over as well, and certainly here on the RSI we've got nice confirmation of the current move to the downside. So it's certainly looking like a retest down here to the 9000 level, at least on the cards. So coming down to these lower time frames and looking here at the daily chart, I've marked in the 9300 level here that price has broken. In this recent part of the downtrend, we've now got moving averages sort of starting to fan round into the right order. So we've got the 10 period here, the 20 period, 50 period hasn't quite made it round into the correct order, but we're starting to get some nice geometry there. We've got nice convergence here on the indicators too, and looking here at the daily, we can see that, you know, as price came up to make a roughly, or tried to make a higher high here, we had clear divergence on the indicators, and the price has now sort of rolled over. We've also got another level here, this 9240, which you can see here is also an apparent support and resistance level here on the daily, and this level goes right the way back in time as well. So at the moment, price has had this big move down. It's broken through this 9240 level, and then today we've just had this small bullish candle coming back up and retesting this level. And that's exactly where price is at the moment, just around that 9240 level. So what I'm interested in is looking for opportunities on the short side on this currency pair around that sort of 9240 level, or just underneath that 9240 level. And the sorts of time frames that we're going to see that on is going to be the likes of the 480 and the sort of 240 and the 60-minute charts here, because we get sort of trend flow trading opportunities on these time frames. All the moving averages on these time frames have now sort of rolled round. They're all fanning in the right order, and I've just got the 240 here, and you can see, you know, as price has broken through this to 924 level here, it's now sort of pulling back up to this level. We've got moving averages all fanning very nicely, and I'm just waiting to see sort of what sort of happens around this area. If price sort of holds around here, moving averages sort of come back down, we could get a nice sort of small bearish candle in the sell zone, either say on the 240, the 480, or even the lower time frames like the 120 and the 60-minute chart too. So that's what I'm looking for, just looking for trend flow trading opportunities to trade this market to the short side. Okay, the last market I'm going to take a look at today here is New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen. Now if we take a look here at the monthly chart, we can see that we've got very strong bullish price action, certainly for the past several months. Very strong bullish price action, price moving higher virtually every single month. Moving averages all rolling round now and fanning in the nice correct order, with nice convergence here and agreement on the MACD and the RSI. If we come across here to the weekly chart though, where we can start to see a bit more information here and start to lay a bit more analysis in here. So I've got a level marked in here, this 80,000 level, which price has found resistance at in the past few weeks. It's found resistance, drifted sideways into the buy zone. You know, we've gained momentum again and now had a breakout above this 80,000 level. In doing so, we've got moving averages all fanning perfectly with perfect geometry in between them, and also lovely convergence here on the indicators. Now most recently price rallied up very hard and then it's pulled back and it's just pulled back on this candle here, this most recent candle. It's almost tested this 80,000 level, and the current big wick on this candle indicating that there's strong momentum in this market, buying momentum to the high side. And if we come down here to the daily chart here, we can just see the current sort of price action a bit more detail. So we've had this big pullback right into the buy zone just above this 80 level. Agreement here on the direction with the MACD and the RSI, and at the moment we've had yesterday we had a nice green candle in the buy zone, and today we've got a very small green candle occurring at the moment. So it's looking rather bullish to the high side, and what I'm looking for is trading opportunities moving up higher. If we take a look here at the lower time frames, what I've done here is I've got a 240 chart here, and we can see this recent sort of pullback, and as it's sort of prices now sort of come back up, we've sort of developed a level here around the 83,500 level. You can see that prices reacted a little bit to this level on the way up, but more noticeably we found resistance here a number of times recently. At the moment price is just rejecting off that level, but we've got here on the indicators, we've got bullish convergence. So we've got some nice buying momentum coming in here, indicating on the MACD and the RSI. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking at this level, and just to see if we get a break of this level, at the same time we need to see that we've got convergence here on our MACD and our RSI, and we may well end up with a momentum breakout trading opportunity here on New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen. Otherwise, we've also got trend flow trading opportunities on some of these lower time frames as well, like the 480 as well. So I'm keeping a close eye on these markets for these trading opportunities. So that concludes the midweek market outlook and potential trading opportunities to look out for. I'd like to thank you for watching the Open eCry midweek market commentary, and we look forward to speaking to you next week. Bye for now.